This is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Happy Monday, y'all. I know it sounds strange to say happy Monday for a Monday, but it is what it is. We woke up, so let me give you the inspiration for this morning. Come on in, because you know what I say, it's going to be a what? Step one, wake up, really go rise the sun. Step two, you're so good, so full of you. Step three, you grow hard about what you want to be. Step four, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Hey. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Hey, ooh. Hey, set your affirmations. Hey. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good mood, good mood. Blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps. Come on in. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day and call it replication. Hey. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. 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 Today is Monday, y'all. Hey. I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season. Come on in. Hey Theo, good morning. You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, y'all. Negative thoughts are poison the rock. And full of thoughts, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the. Get your coffee or your tea. What? So I'ma fake it till I make it. Come on in. I got visions one day at a time. It's how you operate a cadence. So flow, you grow, you show yourself the foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like happy Monday, Johnny. Greatness to my best. But I'll take it. Come on. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. 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 Today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a good day. Right? I say that every day. It's Monday, y'all. Good morning, Glamour 47. Good morning, good morning. And so come on in, come on in. It's a new week. And it just feels different this morning. It does. Y'all know fall has a feel to it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Lele, good morning. Fall has a feel to it. You know, it don't feel the same. When you get up in the morning, it feels like fall. It's like dreary outside, a little bit chilly, right? It has a different energy altogether. I'm telling you. 6 eyes watching, 3 likes. Come on in with those fingers. Come on in and give me the like button if you're coming in on YouTube and Facebook. Come on in with the hearts if you're on IG. Come on in. You can see even the lighting is different in my office today, right? Because it's dreary outside. Where the fuck is the sun? Hey, one reliable sin. Now I know we get sun in the wintertime, but that sun just don't feel the same. Now, don't be bragging for all those that are in other states that still has that hot beaming sun. All right, I'm hating. You know, and the funny thing is, well, the funny thing, not really funny. The sad thing is, thank you, protagonists. Keep on top of them. 6 likes, 4 watching. Come on. Oh, they jumped on and hit like and left. Oh my goodness, I take it. Right? You know, normally I would be packing up my bags and going back to Florida with my mother, right? But I didn't go this time, and I'm kind of glad I didn't book my ticket to go this time because, lately I've been getting disappointed when I go to Florida. I go to Florida. The last time I went to Florida, I was able to go to the beach, but the time before that, they had red tide, and I couldn't go swim in the beach, and I had to go keep spending money to stay at these hotels or swim at the hotels because my mother's development doesn't have a pool. So how the fuck do you build a development in Florida with no pool? I don't know. Right. And so I didn't go back with her, but I'm so sad, y'all. Hey, Chef, you, good morning. I am so sad because my mother is leaving tomorrow. Like, I'm really not an adult, y'all. I'm an adult, but not really an adult. You know what I'm saying? And she's leaving tomorrow, and it's so bittersweet. You know what I mean? I'm glad she's leaving tomorrow because it's too cold for her here. And me with my hot flashes, I want the windows open. I want to feel the breeze. And for her, it's really, really cold. And so her asthma is already acting up with her wheezing and shit like that. So she got to go back to Florida. She got to go. But I'm so sad that she's leaving. I'm gonna miss her. She's been here about 6 weeks, y'all. And so it's hard. It's always hard. Like when we spend a lot of time like this together, I normally pack up and go back with her for 2 weeks and then I come back. I go through my withdrawal slowly. But this time she's just yanking the rug from under me and she's heading back to Florida. And I'm just gonna be here missing her. But I still got y'all. And she'll still join the show from Florida, but it still ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Zen. Good morning, Georgie. Georgie said, I don't want time to fall back. Me and neither one of us. I don't either. The temp is dropping here enough for us Southerners think it's cold. Listen, I have had my hair. I took my weave out, right? Y'all know I don't give a fuck to say I get weaves and shit like that because I got hair on my head and it's nothing for me to be ashamed of. And even if I was fucking bald headed, it wouldn't be anything for me to be ashamed of. But I will keep my hair in this 12-year-old hairstyle and keep it wrapped because it's cold outside, right? Now, in the summertime, I say it's too hot for me to do my hair. So I just can't fucking deal, right? And so I'm going to put my weave back in my hair this week. I am. The weave is going back in my hair because, you know, I just can't. I can't deal. My head is cold. My head is cold and I want to wear my hair out. So weave, get the fuck back in there. All right. So I already made my appointment, prepped my hair, and I'm ready. All right. That's it and that's all. Angel said, oh my God, welcome back, Angel. We've been waiting for you. You've been living your best life, traveling around with your boo, celebrating with your son, right? We see you out there, Angel. Good morning. We missed you too. Right. So now that Angel jumped on, it's a good segue for me to get into hashtag fit friends and hashtag reading with friends because it is Monday. And what better time of week to refreshen our memories on our goals that we are working towards, right? Hashtag reading with friends. All right. Hashtag reading with friends. We have a list of books that we have come up with in the hashtag reading for friends group. Right. And so the milestone leaders, I'm going to tap into the milestones leaders later today and ask them to let's vote on the books that we have. I have my vote for the first book to start. I think there's one book that's in the pile that's perfect as a startup book, okay? And so I'm going to reach out to you milestone leaders, right? And hashtag reading for friends chat. We're going to vote on 3 books to bring to the table, right? To this platform and let people vote on it, right? Everyone, we will pick one book from that selection of 3, right? And we will agree to all read it based on the votes, right? We will pick a time frame based on the size of the book to read the book 15 days, 3 weeks, I don't know, right? We'll see, right? And then we'll pick a date to come back and have a reading with friends discussion, right? We'll probably just use one of the days during the week that we go live in the morning and just have the discussion on the book, right? I love it. So that's hashtag reading for friends. So Angel, dust yourself off from vacation, yes, and hop into that chat group and look at the list of books. Um, and I'm gonna tap into y'all today and discuss the list. All right. Hey Kev SD, thank you for jumping around. All right, that's reading for friends. So I really hope that you guys really participate in that because we talk about healing and growing and doing better for ourselves and for other people, right? We can't be better for other people unless we're working on ourselves, right? How do we work on ourselves? Got to continue to find positive ways of growing and healing, right? And so that's what we're doing with hashtag reading for friends. Hashtag fit friends, we are doing the same thing because attacking the healing process from the mind and the body is the best thing, right? We are coming from both aspects, right? Now for hashtag fit friends, right? I think we have our first challenge, y'all, right? But I'm going to tap into the milestone leaders and hashtag fit friends later today. Make sure that the first challenge that we have is agreed upon, all right, so that we can communicate it. Hopefully we will be communicating this challenge to start on Monday, okay, of next week, right? 15-day challenge. It's not going to be hard, y'all. We're going to start off with something called just move, okay? That's going to be the first hashtag fitness challenge along with a water challenge, right? And I think that those challenges are both great because one, the water challenge is going to get those that are not used to drinking the minimum 64 ounces a day, right? It will get us in the habit of drinking at least the minimum amount of water that we need a day, right? But mainly my goal, everybody can make their own personal goal. My goal is to drink at least minimum half of my body weight, if not more, because when you drink alcohol, you dehydrate yourself. Good morning, E Hustle. Good morning, Ghost. You dehydrate yourself, right? So if you are a sippy and and Georgie, some people out here smoke, right? If you are smoking, you should increase your water intake because smoking marijuana dehydrates you, drinking coffee dehydrates you, and alcohol dehydrates you. So make sure you set your own water weight, your own water goals above and beyond the 64 ounces. But the minimum challenge is 64 ounces, and all of our challenges will be 15 days. No more than 15 days, right? At the end of those 15 days, we're going to come to the table, spend a little time on Coffee with Friends talking about some of the challenges that we went through. What are some challenges with water? I just couldn't drink the water. I'm not fucking thirsty. Two, I pee all fucking day. How do I control my urine? What's the challenges in getting the water down, right? Let's talk about that, right? That's the hashtag fit friends, and that's the hashtag reading with friends. So hopefully you guys will participate. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, Interior Room. Good morning. Anybody do anything exciting this weekend that they want to share here? Anything exciting this weekend? Friday, we had Coffee with Friends after dark. We learned a couple of things, right? We learned that there's no cookie cutter relationship, right? All relationships are defined by the people that are in the relationships, right? We struggle on the outside. Society struggles because we try to pin titles to relationships. And there's not always one cookie cutter title that fits a relationship. So we learned that on Coffee with Friends after dark. If you were not on Coffee with Friends after dark this past Friday, then you could go back and listen to it on YouTube and hopefully you could join the next event. All right. Anybody do anything exciting this weekend? Me, no. I got my mother's hair done before she leaves tomorrow. So her hair is freshened up as she leaves me looking cute. All right. I didn't do anything exciting this weekend. I find that lately I've been just exhausted and I've been conking out really early. Um, But I do have an exciting Friday coming up. I have an event to go to in the city. Rain or shine. My girlfriend said, bitch, show up, rain or shine. So, rain or shine, I'm going to be showing up into the city on Friday and I'm going to be hanging out. And that's it. And that's all. All right. Keep running up the comments. I'm going to read the topic for today so that it can marinate and so that we can come in and start chiming in on this topic. Treat others how we want to be treated. We talk about that often on here, right? But I was sitting there reflecting and I said, we always say this statement. We always make this statement, either this statement, treat others how we want to be treated, or the other statement, teach people how to treat you, right? So if this is the case and we are truly living by treat others how we want to be treated or teach others how to treat us, why do some of us accept so much mistreatment? I had to ask myself this question, right? Over the years, in many, many different situations, I have accepted mistreatment from other people. But yet, when I step back, I go, I would never treat myself this way. I would never do this. And I'm the first one to say, teach people how to treat you, right? Treat others how you want to be treated. And I found that I have treated people in ways that they did not treat me, right? So if we say this statement, right, and we say we believe this statement, treat others how we want to be treated or teach others how to treat us, why do some of us accept such mistreatment from other people? And I'm not talking about just your significant other. I'm talking about your friends, I'm talking about your siblings, I'm talking about your parents, I'm talking about anybody, right? If we believe in this statement, treat others how we want to be treated, why do some of us accept such mistreatment? Have we taken a step back? I had to take a step back. And I said, Robin, you fucking always go around saying, teach people how to treat you, right? And then you wonder why they treat you other than, right? I had to step back and I'm still assessing this, y'all. I'm still assessing this. I had to step back and go, why the fuck do people treat why am I being treated this way? And why is this not matching the energy of treat others how we want to be treated or teach people how to treat us? Then I had to ask myself, what am I teaching people? Right? When we say teach people how to treat us, what are we really teaching them? Right? I had to ask myself, and I said to myself, wait a minute. I might be treating these people how I want to be treated. But when I accept mistreatment from them over and over again, I am teaching them how to treat me. I'm teaching them to mistreat me, right? I admire people who have their boundaries so set, okay, so set that when someone comes into their lives and tries to cross those boundaries, they stop them at the door, right? That's a solid boundary. Whereas I had to learn that my boundaries were not solid. And I talked about that on here before. And I had to reassess, by looking at how other people treat me and then assess myself. And I said, you know what? A part of me has been teaching them that it's okay for them to treat me that way. Why? Because they have figured out no matter how I treat her, right? They have figured out what I'm committed to, right? That they have figured out what I'm committed to, and and based on that, right? Based on me constantly showing up, based on the values that I hold for myself, based on me constantly showing up for them no matter how much they might mistreat me, I'm teaching them to continue to mistreat me because for them, they're still getting everything they need. But what about me? So I have to sit down and figure out a balance in my life. This is current works in progress, y'all. This is true story for myself. I have to sit down and balance out, right? What my boundaries look like versus how I'm executing outside with other people and what message I'm sending when it comes to treating me the way I want to be treated, right? Sometimes we got to do the work ourselves. Sometimes it's not just looking at the outside and going, why the fuck y'all mistreating me? No, sometimes it's us. We got to step back and go, okay, why are we allowing so much mistreatment? How do you stop it? Right? First, you recognize that it's happening. That's the topic for today. So chime on in on the topic today. Have you ever felt like, damn, why is this person treat me like this after all I do for them? And I don't deserve it. But then you need to ask yourself, what have you shown them? Sometimes we don't realize that we are teaching these people to treat us this way subconsciously. And I'm not a therapist. I'm just navigating through a thing called life, my own learned lessons. Okay. Hey, Madison, good morning. Oh, said, went to a Puerto Rican restaurant for the first time with Bay. It was a breakfast buffet. Wow, there's this Puerto Rican restaurant by me, that I keep saying I'm going to try, but I keep saying never mind because it's sitting right next to the gas station. I'm like, I mean, not that that's the worst thing in the world, but it's just the way it's situated. But I bet you that food is slamming. I bet you it is. Let me go up because we got a couple of things floating around. What we did for the weekend and some other shit, right? Congratulating Angel on celebrating her son. So let's go up, all right, and see what people are talking about on YouTube. Okay, had bad connection, 5G acting up on IG. All right, Georgie said, I saw you getting it in yesterday, Robin. Way to go, biking and using weights. If I were you, the downstairs neighbors would have been tired of me dropping the weights on the floor mid-set. Oh my God, Georgie, baby. I do a arm and oh damn. I want to take my internet off. Can I just swipe down and take it off? Oh, and put my Wi-Fi on. Let me see. I switched y'all to my Wi-Fi. So let's see if y'all stay. All right. Georgie, I try to take a cycling class. This is why I love the Peloton, right? It's more than just a bike. So yesterday's class, I took a 30-minute cycling and arm class. And what that is you're riding your bike and you're doing light weights at the same time, right? A lot of people go, oh my God, those weights are only 3 pounds. That's nothing. Yes, it is. It's a lot of something. When you are doing cardio, strength training, okay, and you are doing reps for 60 seconds, that's a long time with three-pound weights, okay? All of this with 3-pound weights for 60 seconds is a long time. My arms are sore right now. Okay. And so I did that. And then I've been incorporating yoga as part of my Sunday workout because the chat and walks have been a little bit hard to do because it's chilly outside. And I'm not one for the cold air. Okay. And it's been rainy. So it's not just that it's chilly, it's been a little bit rainy. Y'all know with the storms. And so I incorporated yoga. So this is what I say when I say, when you have a fitness routine, don't get so cookie cutter in your fitness routine that when the weather changes, if you're a walker or an outside person and that changes the dynamics of your fitness routine, move into something else, right? Don't get so stuck into a regular routine that you cannot change up. Okay. And so my chat and walks have become yoga. Okay, that's what I've been incorporating. And I'm going to start incorporating other classes. Like I think yoga on Sundays is going to be my thing. And I think I'll probably break up the week and do a yoga class on Wednesday, right? And then I'm going to try to incorporate a circuit training class as well. All in between riding my bike still for 6 days, right? Now, again, guys, I have been working out consistently on my bike for a year. All right. And so you see how I'm progressively increasing and changing the dynamics of my workout. I'm not trying to make things too complicated for myself, right? I do things in my own time frame. All right. Not in a hurry. Hey, Soulful BBW. Good morning. All right. So I appreciate you following me on that bike ride. I needed TikTok support on that shit. Good morning, Cheryl Lee. Happy Moon Day from Houston, Texas. Yes. Angel said, oh my God, homecoming weekend was epic. This weekend was so much fun. I saw that. Congratulations, Angel. I think I saw you a picture of you and your son and you were celebrating him. So congratulations. Zen said, I cooked yesterday, made a whole big pot of sauce. Today I'm making some meatballs. On Wednesday, I'm going to make a big pot of soup. Lunch for days. Yum. Yum, that sounds yummy. Georgie said, I finally put away 16 weeks worth of washed clothes. and reorganized 3/4 of my hurricane kitchen this weekend. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. 16 weeks worth of washed clothes. Now, I know clothes are hard to fold when you take them out the laundromat. For real. I do. I got two shirts folded right in front of me, and all I gotta do is put them away. And let me tell you, my clothes have been getting put away real quick because my mother has been here doing the laundry. So she folds them and they just be folded on the couch. So I got no choice but to move them. All right. If y'all look at the video I posted this weekend doing my workouts, she was doing laundry and there was clothes on the couch behind me. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. My house ain't dirty. It's just folded laundry on the couch that the people in the videos are going, y'all gonna see. Right. But 16 weeks, Georgie, god damn. 16 weeks worth of wash clothes? That's a lot of fucking clothes to put away. That's ridiculous. Oh, said trying to try different food places each month. Next month, maybe Colombian or Nigerian. I like it. That's a good date night idea. Every month, right? Try a different food restaurant. That's like a good date. I love it. I love it. Georgie said, Angel, my kids has two that she's going to on the 15th and 29th. I hope I'm excited about it after. Any more specialty wigs you have to make, Georgie? Because we know the last time you were making wigs and all kind of shit for your daughter. These kids drive us nuts. Angel said her son won Homecoming King, so you know I was turned up. Yes. Congratulations to Angel's son who won Homecoming. Theo said on topic, that part, what boundaries are you establishing? That's that part, Theo. That part. And you know the scary thing with me, Theo, at this point in my life, and I'm talking about me I'm talking really about me today. Right? Y'all could talk about y'all as it relates to the topic, but I'm just saying this particular topic applies to me, in my life. And this is a part of my growth, right? Understanding setting my boundaries and keeping them, respecting my boundaries, right? Now, the only thing that I have is people are so used to, I believe, right? People are so used to me not having boundaries, right? Or being so flexible with my boundaries. I have shown so much disrespect to myself over the years. That is disheartening. Okay. And so, for me, Theo, unfortunately, me setting my boundaries at this point in my life is going to be difficult for some people, right? They're not going to understand it, right? And I just want to say this, right? That for all those that know I love them, I love you, right? But again, right, as I'm in my healing season, a couple of things this year has paused my healing season. A couple of things this year. And when I say pause my healing season, it's because it- I got engaged in a toxic, and it was triggering me, and it was just disturbing my peace, and it interrupted my healing season. And so that's when I realized that my boundaries are off, right? I need to set my boundaries and I got to put them in place. But the unfortunate thing is, and I want to say this to the people that I love right now, it's not personal. It isn't, right? I have to focus on myself. It's not personal, right? It really is, and I love all those that I love, and they know that I love them, right? But setting my boundaries for a period of time is gonna look like I don't want to fuck with y'all, but that's not it. I got to step back and recalibrate my life a little bit. All right. Set my boundaries, reestablish how that whole statement, treat others how we want to be treated. What the fuck does that mean? I done forgot. Right. So now I gotta reestablish this relationship with myself. Okay, and reestablish my boundaries and stick to them this time. And I say this, some people again are not going to understand it. Some people are going to take it personal, but it's not personal. And I posted something the other day that said, those that love you, they're going to, I'm paraphrasing, right? But no one should ever that loves you and respects you should never ever want you to live in misery, right? You got to put yourself first. You got to. And this is one of the things that I'm learning also about my friends and my loved ones. When my friends and my loved ones take space, I try not to take it personal. See, there was a time in my life where I used to take that personal, like when my friends or my loved ones take space or they distance themselves or they do whatever it is they're doing. I used to be like, oh my God, what the fuck did I do? Now I don't do that. I'm like, everybody is entitled to step back and recalibrate their life and figure out what's going on. And it may not have nothing to do with the people that surround you in your life. Right. So I just wanted to throw that out there because as I'm recalibrating, it's going to look a little funny and a little weird to some people. Right. But it's not on purpose. It's not to hurt you. It's to avoid hurting me. Okay. And that's it. And that's all. Sometimes we forget to put ourselves first. And I'm one of those people. I will continue to treat you how I want to be treated, even when you're mistreating me. And I can't do that anymore because it triggers me. Right. And so, in learning that, I know that I have to set my boundaries. If I'm not being treated in the way that I treat and respect myself, then I will have to address it with the person or remove myself from the relationship. This is not just significant others. This is your siblings. This is your mama and your daddies. This is your friends. These are your coworkers. Whatever the fuck. You got to put yourself first. Georgie said, we accept so much mistreatment because a lot of parents treat their kids a little messed up and don't teach their kids not to accept mistreatment because they are mistreating them. And you know what, Georgie? I remember someone I knew, mother, told their daughter to get back with their husband, who they knew was mentally and physically abusing them. I was shocked. I was like, why would anybody's mother tell them to get back in their marriage, knowing that their child is being abused, right? And then I later found out that the mother lived that type of lifestyle themselves, right? So, Georgie, you could be onto something, right? We accept so much mistreatment because a lot of parents treat their kids a little messed up. You said a little messed up. And sometimes a little messed up becomes normal to us, right? And I had to unpack normal. What the fuck is normal? Some shit that I thought was normal is not normal at all. It's not. And so, it's not a game when I say we have to unlearn a lot of the shits that we learn because look what Georgie said. A lot of us was mistreated. It didn't even know it. It just became the norm. Like, for example, I remember being told that, you know, a woman and her kids, right? For example, I don't want to describe it in too much detail because they're going to know I'm talking about their ass. I mean, it's a true story. The fuck? When they tell their kids to go brush their teeth, right? They go fucking brush your motherfucking teeth. Right? And the kids be like, why I gotta brush my teeth twice a day? Just go fucking do it. It's what the fuck I said. And I was like, why they gotta be like that? Why can't you just say you brush your teeth to prevent plaque and tartar and blah, blah? Why can't they fucking explain it to the kids? Why is everything gotta be? Because I the fuck says so. Right. And then a lot of us get into these adult situations where somebody tell you to do something and you don't feel comfortable questioning them as to why. Right? It takes me back to that example took me back to when my mother said nobody spoke to her, right? It trained her to not be able to speak up for herself, right? How many people are walking around afraid to ask why they are being asked to do things? Because why? Because when we were growing up, some things that we learned that was not normal became normal to us. Mm. Angel said, this comment, we teach our kids how to set boundaries or to not set them. We teach our kids how to set boundaries. How do you teach your kids how to set boundaries? I've never, well, I guess I did in some ways teach my son how to set boundaries. If a motherfucker is walking up to you looking like he want to hit you, punch him in the face first, that's like a boundary. But for real, y'all, I'm being serious. I have never sat down and had a boundary discussion with my son. I only have one child, right? I've never sat down and had a specific boundary discussion with my child. So, how do we learn to set these boundaries? That's a great point. Angel, do we teach our kids? Who on here has sat down and taught their kids what boundaries are and how to set these boundaries? Not me. Not me. I never ever. And nobody has ever. I grew into learning about boundaries, setting boundaries. And by that time, motherfuckers had sneaker prints all over my face already. Do we teach kids how to set boundaries? What are y'all thoughts? Georgie said, I feel like more effort is put into teaching young people to put others first, worry about others' feelings, and it causes people not to understand that they don't have to hurt their own feelings in order to spare someone else's feelings. Woo! Oh my God. That part, Georgie. That whole fucking part. I feel like more effort is put into teaching young people to put others first. I said the shit we learn growing up becomes normal when it isn't normal. Right, Interior, I never looked at it like that. This is why I love y'all motherfuckers. I'm telling you, I never looked at it like that, Georgie. That shit is deep. I feel like more effort is put into teaching young people to put others first. I'm dropping the guest link here in case anybody want to drop some food for thought. It's not mandatory, but it's there. All right. Huh. That was a big one. What are we teaching our children? Are we teaching our children to set boundaries? What are we doing? Okay. All right. All right. That was a good one. Damn it. Are we teaching our kids to set boundaries, or are we teaching them to put others first, even when it hurts their own feelings? I feel like that's how I've been navigating. I have hurt my own motherfucking feelings, helping motherfuckers out that have hurt my feelings to the core. I have hurt motherfuckers' feelings unintentionally, right? Because I'm not one to go around and hurt your feelings intentionally, but there have been people that have gone around and intentionally hurt my feelings. Good morning. Good morning. You said please join me, cover girls. Join you in what? Good morning. Yeah. Are we sparing other people's feelings before sparing our own? Question. Zen said, I have a question. Are people still being raised that if you are a woman, you don't rock the boat with your man, that the man is that the man is the head of the relationship and you should just take it? Mm-mm. I was never raised like that. I was never raised like that, Zen. See, I don't think I was raised. I wasn't raised like that on purpose. Did what I say make sense? It wasn't. My mom. I was raised in a single parent household, right? And my mother didn't take any shit, so I didn't. I never learned to take shit, right? I never did. And that was a good thing, but also a bad thing for me because I was so overly aggressive in relationships, right? Very hard to, because I'm ready to, you know, I don't know. I was never taught to take shit, but that's a great question because I'm telling you, the example that I gave, the mother told the daughter to go back to a situation that was horrible. And I was like, how could you do that? Because maybe Zen, that mother was raised in a situation where just take it. And so she was teaching her daughter the same thing. I don't know. Georgie said, I had to hold in a scream, Angel. That is so awesome. Don't hold it in. Let that shit out. Theo said, I had a conversation with a friend this weekend about why we sometimes treat people better than we treat ourselves. That part! And what Theo, and what came out of that conversation? Because I need to know. Because I'm gonna tell you no lie, that is the one thing that I struggle with. That I'm going, I mean, nah. I need to fucking stop it. I treat people better than myself in some cases. And I will come back and sob in my insides because the outside I barely ever shed a tear, right? I'm like the Tim fucking man, right? Not good. But I bleed on the inside because I be like, damn, I know I didn't deserve that shit. Why do we treat other people better than we treat ourselves? Georgie said, the best food in Louisiana comes from gas stations. I bet it fucking do. Fuck. Shit. Right, Georgie. 3 pounds can be heavy when you working out in the fuck. I mean, I do lift heavier weights, but my ex took all the weights. So I got 3 pound weights. What else I got? I think I got 8 pound weights here. And then I have some dumbbells that need to go on like a bar thing, but I ain't doing all of that. But like the 20 pound weight dumbbells, he took those. So I don't have those no more. So I better put 20 pound dumbbells or some shit on my Christmas list or some shit. I don't know. Right. Ooh, if I only had a heart. But the thing is, I do have a heart and it breaks very often. But the one thing is, Theo couldn't have said it any better. Why do I treat people, or why do we, whoever fits this category, better than you treat yourself? Better than you treat yourself. Why? Okay. Thank you, Interior. I'm right. Listen, I went live on TikTok for some motivation during my workout, and I was I was hollering, baby. They saw me dripping sweat. My mama came over and wiped my face with a napkin during my live because I was suffering. Zen said, I love Louisiana so much. If I were to retire and move south, I'm going down there. That is more my speed. I want to go to Louisiana for my birthday. I mean, after I go to Jamaica. Right? I do want to go to Louisiana for my birthday. So, I mean, Georgie, maybe February, I might hop over to New Orleans. I might. Okay. Angel said, yes, at Georgie. I had a hot plate from a gas station when I was in NOLA last week and got my entire life. A whole hot plate at the gas station? Y'all bugging. I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to experience it when I come to New Orleans. I'm telling you. Georgie said, Angel, I would have come out to meet you if you were here booed up. If you weren't here booed up. Well, I'm gonna try to come in February. So come out and meet me, Georgie, and Angel. Come on back to Louisiana. We can hop in and do a quick trip in Louisiana and hop the fuck back out. I'm just saying. All right. Zen, you too. Come too. Come in February. Oh my God. Can you imagine Zen, myself, Georgie, Angel, in NOLA? It's enough that Georgie lives there, but fuck, listen, they be done escorted us to the airport. I'm telling you, they would they would escort us hey, Veronica Madison, they would escort us to the airport. Zen, you have a bestie that lives there? All right, we should plan a trip in February. I would love that. I'm telling you. Zen said, and if you're ever going down again and want pizza, go to the Pizza Delicious. Northeast Pizza, but down south. So good. Okay. Cheryl Lee said, I can see that with Georgie. I haven't seen her the same outfit on her isolation reels yet. Oh, I know wait, do y'all watch her cook live on TikTok? She be cooking live on TikTok too. I love it. Georgie said it may not have been 16 weeks, but it was a lot. I ordered a wig. I hang every time, mostly except booty shorts, bras, and socks. The problem is I have to sort everything before I hang it up. Of course, right? My drawers are like over fucking flowing. I need to go through my drawers and clean shit out. I got shit in my drawers that I don't even wear anymore. It's just ridiculous. The amount of clothes that I have. I have in my apartment, I take up all the closets. I have an extra dresser in my office. That shit is full of clothes. Every closet in here is full of my clothes, and every dresser is full of my clothes. How did I have a whole nother man in here living in this same place with me before? I don't the fuck know, because I take up every space in the house. Listen, I keep saying I need I need big closets in my next space. I'm manifesting that. I'm manifesting my man to hit it big so that I could get big walk-in fucking closets with the ladders that just go around the closet so I could reach my shit. Georgie said it's like organizing the chaos. Put all the shirts together, the pants, stretch pants, dresses, etc. For some reason, I can't pick up one piece and just hang it up and do it over and over. I can't. I'm dead. Y'all better not ever come to New Orleans again and not hit me up. Oh, all right, y'all. Y'all know when y'all go to New Orleans, make sure y'all hit up Georgie. All right. We know Georgie lives in New Orleans. We all know that. All right. And Johnny is in DC. So when you go to these places, I tried to meet up with you, Johnny, the last time I was in the DC area. We didn't get to meet up. And I tried to meet up with Doc Holliday. I tried to meet up with everybody. If I know that I'm near you, I will let you know to come out and hang. Okay. All right. Zen said NOLA is the only place besides Vancouver that I've gone to and felt like I was home. I love going there. I always feel like I'm going home when I go. I love it. Georgie said because New Orleans accepts everyone except people who think they are normal and better than others. Oh, well, then I'm going to fit in just fine. The fuck? And I'm loud. I don't have to worry about anybody telling me to tone it down. Fuck, that sounds like my place that I'm supposed to be there. The fuck? Okay, Angel is going to be in DC next month. So anybody, Coffee with Friends members, y'all want to get together and do a DC? I have to come to DC soon too because I have to visit my homegirl Frenchie who is in DC. I'm very disappointed because I was not able to see The Color Purple at the Signature Theater in DC, which she was playing Sophia. And I was not able to go. My mother was here for 6 weeks and it would have been a lot to travel over and stay, especially now with the weather changing and stuff like that. She's very cold, so we don't stay outside very long. So I was not able to enjoy her in The Color Purple, but I will go and spend some time with her soon. So I will let y'all know when I'm in the DC area next. Cheryl said, yes, Zen. There are some women who are taught that man is the head of the household and their decision is the last one because they are held accountable to God during the white throne room judgment. Mm. Cheryl, next time I'm in the DMV, I'll let you know. That was a good one. Listen, I've seen it. Mothers advising their children to stay with these raggedy ass men, right? Mm-mm. I wasn't raised like that. Not because she told me, but because I saw. Like my mom didn't need to stay with a guy. And so, it's unfortunate because they say that Black single mothers teach their daughters how to survive without a man, but they do that because you want them to teach us how to be so dependent on a man that we don't know how to survive by ourselves. Angel said, I teach my boys how to set boundaries by letting them use their voice, giving them space to express how they feel. And if they think I'm wrong, there's no because I said so coming from me. I love it. I love it. Giving them a voice. I love it. Cheryl Lee said, I'm guilty. I didn't teach my children about boundaries in the sense of how you treat people's feelings. I teach my grandchildren that no is a complete sentence. I love it. And this is what we learned from Cheryl. No, I didn't teach my son. And no, nor did I get taught. But guess what? I got 3 grandchildren that I can now have this conversation with, right? We need to stop telling our kids, treat people with all this kindness, no matter how they treat you. No. Stop that because then they become the adults who are people pleasing, who are treating people with so much kindness no matter how these people are treating them. Now, I'm not saying go around be mean. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is learn how to curtsy, bow yourself out of a relationship situation and be like, deuces, I'm the fuck out. You don't have to be mean, right? To have boundaries. You can see where you're being mistreated, have the conversation with the other person. If the other person doesn't understand it and they don't understand your boundaries, then what? You have a choice. You exit yourself from that, right? Protect you first. Stop teaching yourself and your kids to treat others better than we treat ourselves. It's not nice. I have come home and sat down and sat on the couch and questioned myself over and over again. Why does this person, or why did this person do this, or why did that person do that? And I had to say to myself, what did you do when the person did that? The first time, the second time, the third time. You did nothing. So they skated all through your boundaries. Wait, why is the welfare office in here? I'm so done. I am so done. Okay, the welfare office jumped in and they said, we got flunky moderators. I don't have a moderator, but I blocked you. How about that? All right. Georgie said, I have been teaching mind boundaries since I left an abusive relationship with them. Even bought them teen appropriate books about how narcissistic people treat them and how to spot a bad relationship. Love it. And you see, you did that based on your learned lessons. This is why it's important to pass our learned lessons down. Theo said, I think in some cases, children learn by watching their parents. That's how I learned. Watching how their parents allow people to treat them sometimes teaches them to allow the same, if that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense because that's how I learned. I learned my mother was in abusive relationship for a short period of time. And it traumatized me so much that when a man come too close to me, I would literally stab you. I'm not just saying it. I'm afraid. Okay, the fuck? I will start swinging. My first husband could tell you because his finger was hanging the fuck off at the right. You learn certain shit just by watching. Right. And I knew as I was growing up, I said, I ain't never letting no man take control of me. None, none, none. And watching my mother not be afraid to be alone and not settle for mistreatment taught me that it's okay not to accept mistreatment. And it's okay to be alone. That's why motherfuckers be like, damn, Robin, you be in a relationship and the next minute, because I'm not staying. I'm not one. And I learned that just by watching. I am not one to stay in a relationship just because. I will fucking leave. I don't care. I'm not going to be unhappy. Georgie said, I'm rolling that my ex took the weights. That motherfucker did. I think he took my back brace too because I can't find it. That's why I've been using my waist trainer as a back brace because he took the fucking, they were his weights. They were his. But, I got accustomed to using the 20-pound weight. I was like, damn, you have to take that too? The fuck? Shit. Georgie said, we treat others better than we treat ourselves because deep down we hope that they are going to reciprocate. That part. That part. And that's the part that hurts my feelings. That's the part that hurts my feelings. Yeah, because Georgie, I believe truly deep down inside, that's exactly how I feel. I feel like if I continue to treat them how I want to be treated, even though they're mistreating me, that they will reciprocate in my feelings, right? But it doesn't always happen that way. And Tara Rue said, y'all, my mama has never done that. She led by example for us too, Raw. And my mom taught me exactly how to survive without a man. She don't discourage relationships. Exactly. She just encourages us to make sure we have peace in our relationships. And if we don't, that's our indicator to walk away. And some people look at that like, oh, y'all act like the strong, independent woman that y'all don't need to. No, we acting like women that's trying to save ourselves from having more shit to heal from. Unnecessary shit. Because we always gonna be healing from something, but why heal from the unnecessary shit? If we see a bullet flying, aren't we gonna duck? Same way as a relationship. You see some shit going on in your relationship, eventually you need to fucking duck and get the fuck moving. is not to encourage you to be by yourself. It's to encourage you to recognize when you are being mistreated, walk away. We would, Zen. We would. And I love it. Yes, it's gonna be very loud, Georgie. Very loud. And you know, I'm already loud. I'm loud to sometimes people be like, listen, they be like, get out my house. You too loud. I be like, nope. I'm loud. Like, so you know, if you invite me somewhere, I'm the motherfucking loud friend. I'm the loud friend. I'm the loud friend and I cuss. Okay. But I do know how to act when I see people's parents. All right. I do. I adjust. I know how to I'm the type of chick you could put Tim's on and you could dress up in a ball gown. All right. The fuck. I get it. Johnny said there are a myriad of reasons why we accept mistreatment. We've been taught to be polite and conditioned to be politically correct. And some of us avoid fear and confrontation. Mm, mm, that part. We've been taught to be polite. Some of us avoid confrontation and conditioned to be politically correct. Mm. So what are we saying? Is that not the appropriate thing? So when you think about that, Johnny, what are some of the things we should be cautious of when we are raising our children and our grandchildren today? With that in mind, right? The mere fact that you called out that we've been taught to be polite and we've been conditioned to be politically correct. How can we change the narrative on that? Woo! Angel said, "Oh my God, Frenchie Davis." Yes. Frenchie, I've posted up with her. I've been a fan since she was on. Yep. She's still out there doing her thing. I love her. Yes. She's in the color purple. Right now she has COVID. And so, but she should be doing the Columbus weekend. October 10th weekend is the last weekend of the color purple. She should be doing the finale. So, and there's no more tickets. Sold out. So it was a beautiful show, and I hope that she gets blessed and pops up in another performance that I am able to attend. All right. But I will be passing through DC visiting her shortly. So I will let you guys know when I'm there. All right. Amazon said, I treat you how I know I want to be treated. Many times people exploit my goodness. I've learned to not be disrespected and dismissed. Georgie said, I am South Jersey loud. You can hear me from the beginning of the boardwalk, from the last block of the boardwalk. Well then let's go. Come on, I'm with the shits. All right. Listen, New Orleans gonna be like, what in the fuck? It's not. And the little old lady that I be wanting to see that be on Bourbon Street, the little old lady that be dancing and shit. She been on TikTok crying a lot, Georgie. What's going on? She not on. She says she don't be on Bourbon Street dancing no more. Is that true? What's going on with the little old lady in New Orleans? She be crying all the time. You know, depressed on TikTok, going live all the time. And I'm like, what in the holy fuck is going on? I thought she was living the vida loca in NOLA. All right, what's going on with our little old lady from New Orleans? Kev SD said, I am mad that I believed in love. Your neighbor like that. Oh, love. Oh, I am mad that I believed in love your neighbor like thyself. And at 35, I finally stopped living by this. I'm dead. That's Kev SD, aka protagonist. That is the Bible verse. Love thy neighbor like thyself. Wait, he said, and at 35, he stopped living by this shit. Listen, I I just be trying to mind my business. Mm-mm. You know, the fuck. Yep. Georgie said, is that whose chair you broke? I didn't break the chair. Georgie, yes, I didn't break the chair. We were live at Frenchie's house. I didn't break the chair. I was sitting there the whole time. Y'all, if y'all were on live, y'all saw what the fuck happened. Yes, she cussed us the fuck out. She did. Okay. Georgie is in New Orleans, Zen. She's just said she's South Jersey loud, but she lives in New Orleans. That's why we got to go to New Orleans and visit her. All right. Georgie said, you're originally from Atlantic City. Okay. I haven't seen her the last few times I was out on Bourbon Street. Yeah, she's on. If you find her on TikTok, go look for her on TikTok. She be crying and shit on TikTok. All right. And Tierra said, we definitely need a coffee with friends meetup. Would love to meet you all in person. Absolutely. We're going to do that because I got to get serious, y'all, because trip information. St. Lucia was way too expensive. I got to follow back up with the travel agent to find out what the prices are for the other places that I picked, right? Because we definitely got to take a summer all inclusive coffee with friends on the go trip, right? We're definitely going to do that. But I always hop around to these little, like DMV area or whatever. I've been trying to get to New Orleans, but the COVID numbers got bad the last time, so I didn't go. But I am going to make my way to New Orleans. Maybe in February, I'll try to do that. Zen, I hope you can go. Amazon said, I try to avoid confrontation, but if you were warned not to do certain shit that triggers me and still continue, then I will cut you off. Okay. I know. I just turned on my fireplace. My shit been on for 3 days. My fireplace been on for 3 days and my heat. I turn my heat on. I don't need the heat, but I turn my heat on for like a half an hour or an hour to take the chill out the room because my mother is walking around here in snowsuits and shit, acting like it's freezing in here. Me, it feels good to me because y'all know I'm sweaty. I have hot flashes or whatever. But I have my fireplace on 3 days in a row. You got a wood burning fireplace, which I love, which I miss when I have my house. But I have an electric fireplace that hangs on my wall, and so I put that on with the heat, and I get a little bit of heat from there as well. Hmm. Yep. Amazon said, people make my halo hang off the one horn I save for stupid people. I know that is right. Johnny said the way we combat being conditioned is one of the things that Angel said, teaching our kids to use their voice and then showing them healthy ways to share their feelings and speak up for themselves. Yes. I love that, Angel. I love that. Yes, Angel. Amazon, everywhere is chilly today. The fuck? Chilly today. Okay. It's cold. When fall came in with a bing bang bang. All right. But y'all, it is 9:04 and it's Monday, and I got some work to catch up with. I got to do some things because tomorrow I got to take a couple of hours off work to take mother to the airport. Oh my God, y'all. Who's gonna hold me when my mother is gone? I'm too old for this shit. I was in the hair salon yesterday, and I said, I walked in with my head wrapped, and I told the hairstylist, I said, I'm making my appointment for next week, this week here, to come in and get my weave put back in because I've been walking around with a 12-year-old hairstyle. Right now, when I was young, and my mother used to put these stupid little look, y'all see them, these little twisty things in your hair. Right? I used to hate them shits. I used to be like, oh my God, my hair looks busted. What the fuck is this style? I hate it. Right? Why at 55 I'm walking around with 12-year-old hairdo? Right? And got the nerve to pull two of the little twists out in the front like it's a fucking style. Right? And got the little rubber bands on the end to help keep the little twist in place. Right? All because when I take this hair out and wear it in an afro, it shrivels up. It's like, I'm just going to weave the shit back up. So, that's it and that's all. This winter is coming in fast and furious, y'all. And with that, stay warm. Shit. Turn your heat on if you need to. I know some people are trying to wait until what's the date of heat? October 15th? Is the date of heat October 15th, or it depends on when the temperature drops, right? And I pray for those that live in buildings that the building controls your heat. You don't control your own heat. No, no, no. I can't do that, y'all. I got to control my own heat, my own air, and all of that shit. I cannot, because some of these buildings they be cheap. And see, I'll be the motherfucker in the building where they control the heat, and I'll have my oven on. Y'all know old school where you put the oven on and the burners on and warms up the whole motherfucking house. Yes, I will still pull that ghetto shit out. All right. So stay warm, y'all. All right. Check up on your older family members as the weather changes. My mother was smart and moved to Florida. I'm going to miss her. Did I say that already? Zen said, I just did the other coffee with friends, cooking with friends, made some toast using Italian loaf and some roasted fresh garlic and butter and a couple of eggs. So good and comforting. Yum. Cooking with friends, made some toast using Italian loaf, some roasted fresh garlic and butter, and a couple of eggs. That shit sound delicious. Giving me ideas for breakfast. Yum. Okay. Who said I do it all the time with my oven? Oh, okay, because that would be me. Ain't no shame in my fucking game. All right. Johnny said, don't suppress how you feel because it may cause an argument. Say what you feel so those people can never use the excuse that they didn't know that that's how they make you feel. That's the part I struggle with, Johnny. I hate to argue that confrontation because confrontation takes me to so many places and I have I used to have such a bad temper, right? And I feel like I went from temper to just completely just calm for a lot of things, right? And meaning that I'll tell people how I feel in the past, they'll dispute it, and then it'll turn into an argument, and then a bar stool is flying across my house into a TV. And then this is how it happens. And so I'd be really afraid of confrontation. Like, I don't want nobody to fucking question my feelings or anything like that. So a lot of times I don't say anything, but you're right, Johnny. We gotta stop suppressing our feelings. We got to stop suppressing our feelings. All right. All right. Interior say, yes, people check on people. They found an older neighbor deceased in his apartment last week. Yes, check on the older people in your neighborhoods. This is how we give back to our communities, y'all, by caring for one another, even just the checking up. Everything okay? You need something, right? We do that in my building. We do. A couple of us. Right? And my mother does it in her building. She lives in a 55 and up development, and they check on each other. They do. Even while she was here, they call her, give her updates. If anybody got sick, they call her and give her updates. I love it. Okay. Where is AG? I don't know. AG, I don't know. He might be working out this morning. He pops in and out. Right. Because cooking with friends, right? Made you think of AG, right? Zen said at Johnny, right? I'll cook for y'all. I can definitely how to make cocktails for you. Now that's true. That's true. Now Zen is the house with the 25, 26 Christmas trees during Christmas time. That's true. He could cook. He can entertain his ass off. He could definitely make cocktails. His bar is full. Zen, when am I coming over? You talking all this shit. When am I coming over? He was the first time, his event was one of the first events. No, was the first event that I tasted that buffalo chicken dip sauce. You remember Zen who made it? Was it you or was it Eric that made the buffalo dip cheese sauce? That shit was good. And he put it in this thing that kept it hot. That was the first time, and he gave me the recipe, and I gave that recipe to Rashmi, and she made it a couple of times. It was so good. Okay, you made it, Zen. That shit was so good. All right, I'm telling you, he knows. When am I coming over? Buffalo chicken dip. Right. I'm waiting for my invitation. All right. Interior Ruth says, yes, I try not to be confrontational. It takes too much out of me. Same. I just try my best to address it. And if it results in me being done with the person afterwards, all I can say is I tried. True. 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 Okay. All right. Zen, maybe we should have a show where you are cooking, showing us how to make some damn soup. That would be a good one, right? Because that's feeding into, we talked about healthy menus on here too, right? And Zen is already on a healthy track with his menu. AG was supposed to put together a healthy menu. I know he's busy and got wrapped up in some things. But that's a part of showing up for the body, physical and mental. What we put into our bodies is key. Okay. All right. Oh, he said he got 7 cases of wine. I better bring my pajamas. I better bring my damn pajamas because I probably will not be going home that day because he's South Jersey. He's on the opposite end of me. All right. So it's going to take me about an hour and maybe an hour and 10 to get to you, Zen, or an hour and 15 minutes to get to you. But that's okay because once I get there, shoes off, and it'll be like old times. I'm bringing my onesie. The fuck, I want to sit in the room in the back in the room with the fireplace. All right, you know that room. I love that room. I want to sit back there. Okay. All right, y'all. I can make a mean vegetarian chili. Oh shit, y'all. Not that we gonna be sharing recipes on here. Let me find the fuck out. But anyway, y'all, this was Coffee with Friends. Hey, VDI photo. And I am raw to the bone. And you know what? I appreciate you guys jumping in and chiming in because this was one topic: treat others how we treat ourselves. And I had to ask myself, I found myself asking myself, how do I show others how to treat me? And I realized that I'm part of the problem. I realized that, by me not respecting myself and honoring my boundaries, that is the disrespect I'm showing myself by not honoring my boundaries. When I do not honor my boundaries, I am showing disrespect to myself, which allows the disrespect to come in from others, right? So, first, we need to ask ourselves when you find a pattern of people on the outside overstepping your boundaries, you have to step back and say, one, are my boundaries in place? Two, have my boundaries been communicated? Three, right? Am I the gatekeeper of those boundaries? Meaning, don't let anybody push your boundaries back. Me, I'm still learning. I am still learning. And for me, at this point in my life, I have given so much and have been so flexible, and my boundaries have been so flaky that now that once my boundaries are in place and they are set and people are not going to understand it. But I just want to say this right now, it's not personal. This is for the sake of raw. This has nothing to do with anybody else but me. Okay. It's not to offend anybody. All right. And so this is the other thing we need to start normalizing, y'all. When people need to step back and focus on themselves and reevaluate things in their own lives, respect that shit. And when they put up gates, like things you can't get into because they have locked that off to you, respect that. Don't try to pick the motherfucking lock, right? Somebody said to me recently, sometimes, Robin, when somebody tells you something, you continue to ask additional questions, right? And you know what? I realize that I do that. And sometimes it can be looked at as prying, right? And I think that it comes from my professionalism, right? I am a project manager. So out of habit, when I'm on a call, I'm asking, you need this server. Why? What's going to happen if this? What is the alternative solution? What is this and what is that? So I've been asking follow-up questions for 30 plus years as a part of my career. And I think that has crept into my personal life. And so sometimes people don't want to be asked a million questions, right? And so let people step back and focus on their lives and do what they need to do. And let's normalize not taking it fucking personal because people have boundaries, right? And with that, y'all, I want to say I love y'all and I appreciate you. If you came in on IG, hit the heart. If you came in on YouTube, give me the thumbs up. If you on Facebook, give me the thumbs up. Give me the like. Say, hey, I am here Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. All right. Again, reminder, we should be wrapping up the 3 books we're going to vote from this week. I'm going to be inboxing the milestone leaders to find out which 3 books we're putting on the map. Okay, to vote from. Hashtag Fit Friends. We are going to put together the hashtag Fit Friends so that it could just be written up. We're not going to create no special logging sheets. Y'all are all adults. So when we give y'all the challenge for the 15 days, right? We're going to explain the challenge for the 15 days. It is up to each individual on here that wants to participate, okay, to log their journey. 15 days. Log your journey and be able to come here and express your challenges, your successes, how you feel at the end of that journey, right? And some of the things that you think that you could do better, right? And our first fitness journey is going to be called Just Move. Just move and hydrate. That's what we're going to call it. Just move and hydrate. I love it. All right. And so with that, y'all, I'm going to send y'all out on some positive vibes. Zen said, let me know. Oh, I will cook. I can make a couple of dishes that are not that are one pot wonders. One is a chicken soup. The other is my chickpea and spinach stew. I love chickpeas. I just bought some chickpea pasta. Okay, I've learned about chickpea pasta from Frenchie. I did, being on the phone with her, and she uses chickpea pasta. As a matter of fact, I got to reach out to her today and tell her that I finally tried it. All right, one is a chicken soup. Oh, one is the spinach stew, vegetarian and super delicious, and the dish is WW compliant. Wait, Weight Watchers compliant? Is that it? Okay, so we're not going to get fat off of it. I love it. All right. I love it, Zen. I love y'all. All right. Continue to love up on your brothers and sisters, right? Continue to heal, continue to grow. Yes, Weight Watchers. That's what I figured. Continue to grow. Listen, we're all trying to be better. We're all trying to do better. But you know what I always say, right? I always say, even when there's no what, we can still what? I guess it don't want to play, but we could do what? Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. And with that, this was Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone, y'all. Hey. No matter what, you can still go. It's Monday. We showed up. We woke up. That's a blessing. All right. Let's take our blessings. Let's take the opportunity in each day that we get and do better, grow, continue to love up on your brothers and sisters, right? And show up for Coffee with Friends. Hey, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. I love you, motherfuckers. But with that, I'm out. Going for now, but never forever. Peace. Hey, slide right by that energy. Slide right by any negative energy. Listen to the words. Get your message. You can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.